All right, I'm Dylan, and this is my speech on gun control. And at the end of my speech, hopefully, my audience will know that gun control is actually good, and they'll see the same ideas as me on how gun control should be. Gun control has become a really big issue in today's world. That's all you see when you turn on the TV or the newspaper, is you see something bad happening that happened with a gun half the time. And I think guns are very important. They provide a person with security, and they help out the economy, and they support central ideas that express Americans' freedoms. Our Second Amendment states that we have the right to bear arms, and it's been that way since 1776. So you're telling me 240 years of being able to bear arms as individuals, as Americans in the United States, and now it's becoming a problem? I don't think so. Americans have been able to buy and sell guns legally. They've been able to defend themselves with them. And I'm just going to try to persuade you how guns can actually save people, and they can be good for the economy of the United States. And if you ban them all together, it's a bad idea. So the central idea I got going on is guns are not the problem, the people who have them are. And guns have been around forever, and there's all kinds of laws and regulations controlling them. And I'm going to show you that getting rid of guns completely is not a good thing, but some gun control, like we do have now, like background checks and stuff like that, is still a good thing. And it's our right as Americans. Since the Second Amendment states we have the right to keep and bear arms, and it shall not be infringed. I have a quote here by David Hardy, which is an Arizona attorney. He says, "It is our right to bear arms, and once small-scale gun control starts, it will be a slippery slope that will lead to a gun prohibition." And today's gun control that is trying to take over is going to be that slippery slope that he explained, and it's going to lead to the prohibition of guns. The media presents guns, as well as everything else that's on TV, as a threat to society. They blow most of it, any kind of news, out of proportion, guns included. Recently, most people think that getting rid of guns, especially handguns, will be beneficial to the country. I don't think so. I think that banning handguns will prove pointless. Chicago is a great example of that. Chicago has the most amount of murders per year and is the most dangerous city you could ever go to, so you need a gun. After they banned handguns in about I think it was around the 80s, 1980, 81, the murders dropped off for about 2 or 3 years, but then they reached over, I think, 15,000 more than they had before they banned. So once they banned guns, murders skyrocketed to an all-time high in Chicago that no one's ever seen before. So apparently it didn't help. This is a clear sign that banning guns didn't do anything but increase the amount of murders and make it even harder for law enforcement to track these guns because they were unregistered and no one knew who had them. And then why guns are good. A gun can give an individual security for himself and his family. According to the FBI, a property crime happens every 3 seconds, a burglary every 10, a violent crime every 20, one aggravated assault every 35, one robbery every minute, and one forcible rape every 2 minutes. Also, there were over 2 million home burglaries in 2005. All of these statistics could be lowered sufficiently if the victims of these crimes had a gun, knew how to use them, and they could defend their family, and all these statistics could be lowered. So if you were one of those victims, wouldn't you want to have a gun to protect yourself from something like that? I know I would. And guns help the economy. Almost 200,000 jobs are related to the firearm industry, according to National Shooting Sports Foundation. And that estimates $9.8 billion in annual wages are earned by these people who have these jobs. $6 billion is estimated revenue generated by gun and ammunition industry in the U.S. So a few ways you can fight gun control, if you believe the things that I do about it, is you can join the NRA, you can vote for officials that are anti-gun control, and you can sign petitions that exercise your right to bear arms as an American should. I'm not saying that gun control isn't bad, but I'm just saying that total gun control with not giving guns to Americans is the way to go. I think there is still a need for background checks and other means of safety for an individual to get and buy a gun, but then again, I believe that everyone if they did have a gun, learned how to use it, this world would be a lot safer and under control from threats.
How long is that?
Dylan for president.